You're watching Sound Off Sports.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sound Off Sports. Mike Davis here at the Courtyard Super Bowl Sleepover Suite inside Allegiant Stadium. I'm here with AP Offensive Rookie of the Year finalist, the great Bijan Robinson. Bijan, great to be with you, man.
Yeah, man. Nice to be here.
Let's talk about this. A lot of stuff going on in the offseason with you guys in Atlanta. I know you're a running back. You're really positionless. We're going to be talking about that in a little bit, but you got a new head coach, a new offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson and Raheem Mars. You went to Twitter after the news. You said, "Praise God, now let's rock."
That's right.
Tell me, why are you so excited about this?
Yeah, man. I mean, even just after he got hired, we talked on the phone, 15 minutes later,
Really?
me and Raheem, and just the energy that he gave off and that I felt like. I mean, I was ready to go already, and I could tell that he's just an amazing dude, and then obviously he's an amazing player coach, and all the players that he's coached love him, and I know that this is like his chance to really show what he can do as a head coach, and him and my coach, Coach Sark, back in college, they're best friends to this day. So Coach Sark called me right after that, and he said, you guys hit the home run on this one. So. I think it's just such a godly moment, and that's why I went to Twitter and said what I said, because I really do believe that.
And now let's just be upfront and honest, because I think a lot of people, you were a 5-star recruit out of high school, 3 years at UT Austin. Everybody had so much hope for you coming to the NFL, and I think making that leap, it's such a hard thing to do, but you really showcased why you're such a phenom. 976 yards rushing, 4 TDs through the air, almost 500 yards receiving, but I think a lot of football fans like me were like, why is Arthur Smith not giving Bijan the ball? Only 41% of Atlanta's carries isn't good enough, I think, for the 8th pick in the NFL draft. When you're going through those things, does you feel those things, and how do you deal with that throughout the course of the season, or how do you handle those types of emotions?
Yeah, man, obviously, he has a plan for me. He had a plan for me of just the timing of what I needed, and, he wasn't just trying to throw everything at me immediately. He wanted me to, he understood I'm a rookie, and he wanted me to get, comfortable with the game and understand that, this game, mentally is what's most important. So just him just trying to get me in the best position possible for myself. That was more of his plan. I know, people were upset, but he had that plan for the whole time. But it really did teach me a lot. Especially for last season,
Right.
It taught me, patience. It taught me how to, do things on the field, different ways, and pass protection, learning schemes, learning route schemes, and just doing so many different things like that to prepare me for, obviously the second year that I'm in the league. So, it was all, the timing of everything.
And I think you showcase so much maturity and throughout the season as a member of this team. But let's talk about how you really are positionless, because one of your idols growing up was Reggie Bush, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, Hall of Famer, Earl Campbell, another Hall of Famer, UT guy. All these guys have such high praise for you because you're really ushering a new prototype for the running back situation, because it's about making an impact all over the field. You're one of these guys who football just meant a lot to you since you were a little kid. 1 year old, your first haircut, you bring a football with you. You're sneaking in a football with you to church.
That's right.
Tell me, you've been planning and prepping for these moments for such a long time, and when you finally grace the NFL field and you do what you've always been able to do, how did it feel? What did it mean to you? And what is Bijan Robinson bringing to the NFL when it comes to this positionless new era of running back?
Yeah, man. It means a lot. And, there's guys in this league that are the same way. Obviously Christian McCaffrey is playing in the Super Bowl. He shows, so many attributes as the positionless player. Obviously he can run the ball very well, but he can catch the ball at the backfield and, do so many different things like that. Alvin Kamara has been the guy, for such a long time that everybody looks at as the positionless guy. But for me, I feel like it's important to bring that element to the game and to be more than just a runner, but to do so many other different things in the offense, whether it's lining up at receiver, catching the ball at the backfield, and obviously you got a pass block, but that's
right.
a part of the position. But being dynamic in so many different ways that wasn't the way that it's used to be, and getting 35 carries a game and just going, downhill. And obviously, like that's what you're called to do. Then that's what's going to happen. But I feel like you can maximize those touches in so many different ways, and to do it in a bigger, more explosive way than it used to be done. So I think it's pretty special. And me bringing the ball in the church, like I was practicing the same things, at the altar, and now I'm doing it today.
When did you first know in your heart, because there's levels to all these things, you're a 5-star recruit out of Arizona, then you go to UT, right? Then you go to the NFL. There's all these different levels. When did you know in your heart, man, I can compete at this level? Like, I'm the same old Bijan that I've always been, but I think there's always that doubt in your heart when you're a rookie. Mm-hmm. And I mean, this rookie class, the guys you're up against for AP Rookie of the Year, Laporta, Gibbs, Stroud,
Yep.
Puka, so many great guys.
Great players,
this
man.
was a great rookie class. We're going to remember this class for such a long time when it comes to the NFL. But when did you know in your heart, was there a moment on the field where you're like, man, it sinked in, I'm ready to do this, and I can be the best? Yeah,
man. I think it was that first game of the season. Like, obviously I was really anxious when I was out there, but I just felt, with the dynamic ability, I felt I showed it right off the bat, and I got comfortable pretty fast, and not just comfortable just like laxing, but comfortable knowing that I could, go out there and dominate, just like, in college and in high school.
Yeah.
And obviously dudes are smarter in this league and, just a little bit more faster, but when it slows down,
yeah,
then that's when you're maximizing your potential. So that I think it was the first game. The second game is when it really slowed down for me. We put the Packers, and when I was in that game, like, I was just in a different mode and locked in.
See,
and
that's great.
That's where I found it for sure.
Your phone must have been buzzing off the hook when we all know the social media video that the Atlanta Falcons posted. It was like a bird's eye view of you snagging like a handoff or a little forward pass, one-handed, and then you start juking. And I'm watching this on my phone, and I'm about to get juked out like in my living room watching this thing. What did that video make you think when you saw that?
Yeah, man. It's some pretty incredible stuff. His name is Austin. That he does the bird's eye view from the top of the stadium.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, I was like, this is impossible. Like, I saw the one against the Packers, and I was like, this is insane. But that one right there, it was like right above me, and I don't know what I did.
Yeah.
It was some crazy. But
if you had a Hinge profile, that would be like right at the top. That's how I would classify it. A few last things here. So right here, first of all, Courtyard, Marriott, I've always loved them, especially back in the old days. My hero, I know your hero was Reggie Bush, Rich Eisen. That was my hero growing up.
Okay.
He's always been great with this brand, but there's something really special going on here because you were able to actually surprise.
That's right.
Jametta and Chance, two major Falcons fans, and they had no clue this was going down. Give me the play-by-play of this moment in this special sleepover Super Bowl suite we're in right now.
Yeah, man. So, Courtyard by Marriott, this is an awesome partnership, with me and them. And even just, how they give back to people and want the best experience for people. I'm the same way. And, for me, I never seen them like in a picture, but I just knew that they're from Atlanta, big Falcons fans. And, when I came in here, like, seeing their reaction, seeing their face was definitely one I'll never forget. She was like looking at me like, no way this is happening. But they're just so deserving of what Courtyard by Marriott is doing for them, and they got the ultimate experience of a lifetime, in my opinion. And
they're gonna actually sleep here,
yeah,
like Saturday before the Super Bowl. That's pretty crazy.
That's right. Like, they're gonna. Like, I even told them I want to be able to go to sleep.
You're gonna sleep in here.
I'll be in this bed looking out at the stadium the whole time. But for her to do that for him, it was really cool, because even with his donation to shoes to so many kids, and how he approaches that, I think he's just so deserving of everything. And, you know, even what Courtyard by Marriott is doing, you know, for him, and even with my foundation and donating 200 pair of shoes to his, you know, to his cause and to what he does, like, you know, I think it's the coolest thing in the world to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's such a blessing to really get to meet them for the first time and to really hear their story and you know, why they're here today.
It's cool how it aligns with your mission and everything. Tell us real quickly, last question. I mean, what are you, 22?
22.
22 years old. How, I mean, I feel like I'm speaking to a 60-year-old right now. I mean, you're so mature beyond your years. You already got the foundation stuff going on. You already got a Dijon mustard brand called Bijan Mustardson. That was the name of my fantasy football team this year.
Really?
By the way, I drafted you.
Let's
early.
go. Let's go. We're going to do it again this year.
Tell us about this. I mean, I wish we had some soft pretzels here and some. I mean, I want the sauce here. But tell us, give us a quick pitch. Let's do like a commercial pitch of Bijan Mustardson.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
let's just like.
It's the greatest mustard that you'll ever grace in your hands, and then it will break your mouth's ankles. Understand that. And then on top of that, a lot of people don't like mustard, but this mustard right here is like, it's like love. I mean, it's better than ketchup, better than ranch, better than it all. And this is the best condiment you'll ever have because you'll eat it and you'll smile and you'll just be happy that you have it. And you'll look at the bottle and then I'm smiling at you. So you have no choice but to smile back at me. So
wow.
There you go.
I didn't even have to say anything. I just want to eat it. Great.
That's right.
Bijan Robinson,
man.
Thank you so much for everything, guys.
Yeah, man.
This is what it's all about. Super Bowl here in Vegas, and we're hanging out here at the Courtyard Marriott Super Bowl Sleepover Suite. It's amazing stuff.